Hello, hello. We got Troy in the house. We got Ray in the house. How are y'all doing tonight? What a gorgeous day. Oh my gosh. Would love to have been. You know, I'm trying to stay away from sugar. Troy. Ah. Jody, welcome in, Jody. Welcome in. How is your day? It's 51 degrees here, and I'm loving it. And Carol's in the house. How are you doing, Carol? I am doing good. So Troy is being mean. He's talking about his chocolate chip cookies he made. Yes, very beautiful day. I went out for a walk, a very short walk, but it was a walk. So I was happy with that. And I run some errands and got that done. So I took Dad out for dinner. Oh, Brittany, I'm sorry. I didn't see you sneak in there. How are you, Brittany? I thought you would be at work. No work tonight? Yep, we drove all the way over to Battle Creek. So it was nice drive, went out to my mailbox, got really nothing other than a newspaper. No work at night is every other Thursday. So, yeah. Awesome. And it was 67 and sunny here. Very little wind. Yeah, there wasn't much of a wind here either. It got up to 51, which, hey, I'm good with that. Worked out, did some things in my van, got that taken care of. I got some things taken care of in my van. And then like I said, I went for a walk. And then I took Dad out. So that was good. Got some errands done. I was happy. I'd like to have been outside a little bit more, but I had other things to do in the house. So like YouTube stuff. Jeff's in the house, and Tammy, welcome in, Tammy. And I'm assuming Jeff is right behind Tammy. So hello, Jeff. Nice to have you guys here. Yes, it was absolutely gorgeous today. I could handle the rest of this week and next week just like this. I would be good with all that. But next week it's supposed to dip back down to 20. So, ugh. So anyways, yeah, we got two Jeffs in the house tonight. We got Tammy, we got Jody, we got Carol, we got Brittany, we got Ray and Troy. We got a full house tonight. I love it. The sunset was dead in front of me. That means it's springtime. Yeah, I don't know if I would consider it spring yet. We got some more cold fronts coming through. So, unfortunately, winter hasn't let go yet. I wish. So, anybody got some big plans this weekend? This weekend is supposed to be beautiful weather. So, if you guys can be outside, be outside. That would be awesome. Whoops, wrong one. Hi, Jeff. It would be even better for you, Suzy, if everybody would hit the thumbs up. Please and thank you. Ah, Carol, thank you. Oh, Nancy's in the house. Nancy. Nancy, how's your day going? Did you get outside and enjoy some of this beautiful weather we're having? I have been organizing this bedroom. I've been working a little bit on my van. Been working in YouTube. I have a video that's scheduled, but the thumbnail, I hate it and I can't seem to get a better one yet. So I'm working on that still. Den's in the house. Hey, Den, how are you? Awesome. Everybody's trickling in. I love it, love it, love it. Yes, we walked at lunchtime. Awesome. Yeah, I went out for a walk today too. A really short one, but I will take any walk I can get. I went 1.45 of a mile. Not very big, but I'll take it. So, it's nice when you can get out of work and go for a walk. Oh, all right. So, anybody got big plans for this weekend since it's supposed to be so beautiful? All right, let's get into trivia then. I know it kind of lags, so I'll working on things, projects, such and such, probably. Yeah, big plans. I have a birthday party for my 1-year-old grandson. Aw, that's awesome. Working on projects. Yeah, I probably will be doing that too. I have yeah. So I will be probably doing some projects in the van. Since it's nice, I can get the window, all the doors open. Yeah, buddy. So I'm right. That'll be good. How many more watch hours do I need? I need, whoops. Let me double check because I am horrible with numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's like 300 watch hours. But I need like 70. Yeah, 70 more subscribers too. So, yep, I'm at 2,776 watch hours. So, I'm getting there on the watch hours. I'll probably hit the watch hours before the subscriber count. So, my subscriber keeps going up and down, up and down. Like one day I'm at 933, then I'm at 930, and then I'm back up to 35, and then I'm back down to 30. I think right now I'm at 31 subscribers. Oh, I'm at 932 now. 224, says the accountant in the audience. Always does that, Susie. Don't pay attention to that. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just saying that, you need 1,000. So I probably will get the 224 watch hours faster than I will get the subscribers. But once I get to the subscribers, then I'll be all set. It'll happen when it happens. It's all good. All right. In Japan, it is illegal to take photos of people without their consent. True? True? False? Yep. And you're on your way and you have a great channel. Thank you, Jeff. I have a great channel because I have a great community like you and Tammy and Den and Troy and Nancy, Ninja Nancy that comes in here. Keeps us all on our toes. Woody. When we get subscribers from lives, they go away quickly. Woody, most of my subscribers come from YouTube Shorts. The craziest thing ever. And most of my comments come from the shorts too. And Woody, I'm glad you are here. Did you get out and do something fun today in this beautiful weather? All right. So the question was, in Japan, it is illegal to take photos of people without their consent. We got true, we got true, we got false, we got true, we got false, we got true, we got true, we got true, we got true. Is that the tie-dye shirt? Yep, this is one of the tie-dye shirts from M24 5. True, true. Yeah, but YouTube sends me, you know how they send you them notifications or your recaps on the weeks? It always tells me how people find me is through my shorts. So, and that's how my subscribers, like, if you go into the back office and it says how you got your subscribers, um, it will tell you how it will tell you shorts or long form or whatever. I built the box for my blue jackery flow. All right, awesome. And so to the trivia answer, true, privacy laws are strict, even in public. It's crazy. Did you do that on a video or a live stream, Jeff? It's all getting documented on wheels when I find time. Yes, Woody, I totally understand that. True or false? In Japan, you can be denied entry to a club or restaurant just for being a foreigner. You have all the parts, just need to do it. You have all the parts until you start doing it. There's going to be one part that you, at least that's how it goes for me. I think I got everything I need. I'm in the middle of the project and darn it, there's that one piece. True, 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 false. True, 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 true. Yeah, I was just thinking maybe Jimmy Boy because I know the one that I got, I'm still using. So, um, oh, it takes so much room and I really don't have. Well, it really depends on what you really want to put into it, Jeff. Or I mean, Ray, because if you're just going to do like one solar panel and you do like a BLUETTI or or a Jackery, that doesn't take up a whole lot of room. Or if I mean, I don't even have a inverter in my system. The inverters take up a lot of space. And, you don't have to have a DC to DC, though. I think that's a game changer. But I think he's talking more inside, like the electrical components itself. Because you don't have anything on your roof, do you, Ray? I feel like no, but mostly thinking of the suitcase panel, but house takes room also. So before we get derailed too far down the solar panel thing, in Japan, you can be denied entry into clubs or restaurants just for being a foreigner. Well, they're not very hospitable, huh? And oh, and the answer is true. While controversial, private businesses can legally refuse service. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, I missed that conversation, but I got caught up. Yeah, so you could do, like Jeff was saying, I mean, a 600-watt solar panel, you could do, I've got 240. I mean, it really depends on what you're going to be powering. Yeah. Yeah, he was Jimmy Boy was at M25, M24, I think. Or maybe that was 23. I think that was 23 with Mario. I don't know, I'm losing them. I'm getting them all combined now. Well, he was at 25 too, because he was back with Lisa and Jimmy, Dennis were all there at 25. I know that. And then I think 23, because that's when Mario was there. Yes, but not 24. Okay. But you were there in 25 and he was there in 25. He is one that did he did a van tour on my rig. They have power stations now that have 30 amp plugs, so you could plug an RV into it. Yeah, exactly, Woody. There's a lot of pass-through charging. I am hoping to also have car alternator as an option to charge while driving in low light conditions. Yeah, DC to DC is a game changer. If I ever have to get rid of my van and do another setup, I most certainly would always do a DC to DC. Your van has an inverter? That's interesting. Well, I'm making the second box. They will join and I can run a house and go from 100 to 200. Wow, Jeff. You big dog. You dang. Yeah. I don't think there is any reason that I would want that much power in my rig. But then again, if I have to replace my van, I probably would go to a short bus. And then I would probably up my game with my power. Huh? Huh? How are you, Holler? How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Yes, DC to DC does run your alternator hard. Yeah, I have a lithium battery in my rig too. Oh, I would replace my van if I ever had to, which I mean, obviously it's an '04 and it's got 150,000 miles onto it, so it's got a lot of life left in it. But once it'll probably rust out before anything else goes wrong with it. I mean, before out it, yeah. Anyways, I would replace it with a short bus because I'm a window licker. No. Oh, but yeah, I would probably do a short bus. I've seen some pretty sweet short buses, and I think that would be the next rig that I would want to do, because by then I will be 100% full time. And also too, some of them actually have heating mats in it, like my SOK. It has heating mats into it. So like this winter, when it was horrid winter, when it gets too cold, it won't accept a charge because you'll ruin the lithium. And these actually will heat and then let it charge after it gets to um, above 32 degrees. Hey everyone, I have a good lead on a Class A motorhome for sale for 3,500. I want to get it because I don't have any kind. Don't have that kind. Okay. Jeff looked into the tornado damage in the solar farm. Most likely they will have to bulldoze it and scrap everything. It was pretty much done. Holy cow. Yeah, see that was the one thing when I was researching all the batteries, that was one of my biggest problems is I wanted to have one with the mat, the I don't know, I call them heating pads, but and they're in between the cells so they heat them up and then it will shut off. The BMS will shut it off after it gets above 32 degrees. But for me, that was definitely a must have. I wanted it to have that because I knew that I would be, when I got the solar system, my intent was to be leaving right after Christmas, which, you know, sometimes here in Michigan, Christmas, you can get some bitter cold. And sometimes it can be 70 degrees out and be in shorts for Christmas. So you never know. But I wanted it to be able to handle that. So that was a major thing for me. Nice, Ray. Yeah, I think I I don't remember the size of my 2 panels, but my 2 panels, each of them is 220. So that's I've got 440 and I love it. I do have enough room for one more panel, but I'm debating on if I do one more panel or if I do some kind of storage box up there or a deck kind of thing. I don't know. I got too many plans up here in my head for that van. They just don't charge under 32. This one shuts off the charging if it gets cold. Not where me and the power box are at. Yeah, it won't charge. You're right. You can still use it, but you can't charge. Um, and with my solar panels, I would have to have turned it off or not. That's why I wanted that BMS with the heating into it. Many panels would Suzy, the tornado damage sort of yeah, but I mean, I can imagine. I know that there's a lot of solar farms here in Michigan, and tornado come by, it would be damaged too. What do you see as an advantage with the bus over a van? For me, it would be able to have more of a workstation plus some more seating. Right now, I have a workstation in my van, but whenever, like whenever I'm cooking and I have a meal, there's one chair and that's it. So I would like to have a little bit more space for like an actual table, workstation, and seating. It'd be a little bit more roomy like that. Um, and I mean, there's bonuses, there's negatives and positives to the van versus the bus because, I mean, and even the short bus, you can park it in just about anywhere, but you have more roof space. So I could do more panels and I could have a deck up there and I could have a ladder. And that way I could have my morning coffee in the sunrise, watch the sun rise, and then unwind watching the sunset on the roof of my bus. And that's not feasible too much in the van that I have. One take of adventures. Oh my gosh. I just, Jeremy, I'm so sorry. I was going to change your name. Um, I'm trying to read the chat here. What do you, uh, I started making the meetup video today. Was that in? Won't be freezing. Okay, I already read all that. Um, Jeff, I thought you said something. Also, building on a budget. Keep in mind. That's all I ever do. I totally understand that. Yeah, and the other thing with the bus is that it would give me more space to do bigger battery bank. Right now I have a 100 amp lithium SOK battery. And so I would like to go up bigger battery. So that would be the advantages for me for the bus. But like I said, I am happy with my van right now. I don't plan on changing anything with that van. That van is going to stay with me for a few, as long as I can keep it. As long as I can repair it and my frame is not going bloop, I'm keeping my van. Gotta run. All right, Woody, have a good night. Oh, Jay's in the house. Bigger bus, more room for activities. Yeah, but honestly, once I get back on the road, I don't live in my van. I would be up on the roof or out exploring or all that kind of stuff. But when I'm doing my YouTube, yes, it would be great for that kind of stuff. Susie, how long can you run your computer with 100? You know, honestly, I cannot answer that because my computer has a 12-volt plug, so I use 12 volts. And I've never ran my computer continuously. I always turn it off, shut it down. And I also too have a max air fan that's on and off depending on the temp. I have a refrigerator that's in there. I have lights that are in there. So I have never done any kind of testing like that in my rig for anything. But I do know that most of my needs the 100 amp hour for everything that I have on in my van right now. I can go sit out in the middle of the forest for at least 3 days without having any issues with my battery. And that's without needing charging. But again, I charge, I have 2 phones, I have a laptop, I have a max air fan, I have microphones that I use. So I have a lot of electrical pieces, but they're not always charged or not. I mean, some are charging, some are not. Like in my live on Wednesday, you seen that picture frame. Sometimes that's on. So it all consumes power. But yeah, I have never ran my computer. My computer's never on unless I'm sitting in front of it working on it. If I'm not working on it, it is turned off and stored away. So I think exactly done. Um, um, yeah, and again, I have a DC to DC charger, so anytime I drive, it automatically charges my battery. But I also too have that 440 watts of solar. So if it even in the dead middle of winter and it was cloudy, I was still getting some sun. It was still charging my batteries. So don't have I don't really have too much trouble. I have had some trouble in the dead middle of winter when my solar panels were covered in snow and I was running my heater on 24/7 with my refrigerator on. I think it was like 2, 3 days, I think is when I was starting to run in trouble. That was 2 years ago. Well, just not last winter, but the winter before that. So, before my battery died. Yes, Jay, you did say that a lot. And, from some of the comments, I can imagine what videos you're watching. Does she have a short bus? I thought she had a full-size bus, but I could be wrong. For me, I would never take the seat that I have and fold it down. I have to have more room. I would have to take okay. Yeah, and I think that is, for me, for the short bus, having just another seat that I could lounge in that would be more comfortable than what I have right now, that would be awesome. But the chair that I have now has a back onto it, so it's more comfortable, but, fits in the space that I have. And like I said, I love my van. It's a beast. It goes in places that it probably shouldn't go, but it's all good. I mean, this is my third rig. In Japan, it is illegal to drive without wearing gloves in the winter. Airport shuttle bus is what you need, Susie. Yes. Um, no, actually, what I would like is Chevy has a short bus and it is on the Suburban chassis. And I think that's the one that I would do if I could find one. We got faults, we got faults, we got faults, 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 faults. We got G. We got faults. We got faults. Right, Ray. We got true. We got true. Fast and Furious movie says true. Hmm. And the answer is false, but highly recommended for safety, not required. How interesting. Hmm. Tokyo Drift says true. It's true. Okay. Zoom, zoom. Now, the Fast and Furious, I have seen some of them movies. Uh, exactly. Oh, yeah. Japan is on top of health. I remember Speed Racer. True or false, the Japan tea ceremony is spiritual and meditative practice. True or false? We got true, 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 we got true. True, 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 false, false. Oh, that's right. I did go into Nightbot and I did change up things. So this is the first live stream. We'll see if it works better now. I'm still learning. And it's true. She's messing with you, Jay. She's on to you. Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. I just realized I need to go up here and fix. Um, this. I gotta. All right. Let's save this before I screw it up. Because me and tech, I tell you. All right. True or false? There are no snakes in Hawaii. Dude, no snakes? I don't know about that. Getting a little chilly in this room now. All right. Static electricity. Here we come. We got false. Oh my goodness. We got true. We got false. We got false. We got false. We got true. We got false. We got true. We got false. Oh. We got false. Oh, Jay. See, this is why my channel is great. It's because I have a community that has a sense of humor and that can talk with each other, respects each other, and knows how to have a good time. I love it. And honestly, my channel could not be that great unless it's with you guys. So. The answer is false. While snakes are illegal, some invasive species have been found, like the blind snake. I've never heard of that. True or false? The coral reef in Hawaii are made entirely of soft coral. False, false, true, false, 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 false. False, false. Thank you, Jeff. Faults. Oh boy. We got faults. And the answer is fault. Hawaii's reefs are primary hard corals. Isn't the soft coral the ones that look like fingers? I don't know. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. True or false? Pigs are native to Hawaii and play an important role in native forest ecosystem. What, Jay, are you talking about? I don't know about you, Jay. Jay, are you coming to M26? False, false, true, false, true, true, false. Holler, are you coming to M26? False, false, false. M26 is a meetup, a gathering where all kinds of camping goes on from Thursday to Sunday. And there's like lots of bonfires, there's karaoke, there's trivia, there's bonfires. And there's all these community awesome content creators like Jeff and Tammy, and Ray, I think, is gonna be there. And hopefully Den will be there this time. And hopefully Jody will be there, twisting the arm of Jody. And same way with Nancy, Brittany. I don't think there's going to be tie-dye because V and Michael Ann is not coming. It's fun. It's where all the cool kids are, Jay. Oh, it did it. Darn it. I didn't set it right. All right. Got to go back to the drawing board. So I don't think it's gonna be tie-dye this year. But let's see, there's trivia, there's karaoke, there's DJing, there's last year there was candy bingo, there's a potluck where lots of people make amazing foods, more food than we can eat. I'm a delicate form. Oh, no. You know what, Jay? There is another content creator that I watch, and I've actually met the couple. He is in a wheelchair, and he's a dad of, I think, 6. Him and his wife, it is crazy the stuff he has been dealing with. And he was just talking about going to surgery too. But he has to deal with that too. Well, I mean, he has open wounds and sores, pressure point sores that he has to deal with. He's been in and out of the hospital for a lot. No, that's Dan. The one I am talking about is he was a construction worker. Hang on. Because I was just watching their videos. They had canceled his surgery. The wheelchair dad. The wheelchair dad.
It pays to book your beach
stop. But I met them at Vid Summit. And he actually broke his. Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, it was 2013 when he fell 30 plus foot in construction. And they have 6 kids. Just the people in wheelchairs and the stuff they do always blow my mind. It just impresses me so much. But anyways, they're great content creators. They are great people. I've met them in person at Vit Summit. Super nice people. All right. Anyways, I have a wide selection of people that I watch on YouTube. All random stuff. Where is... Okay. So now that we got derailed again, here's the question. True or false? Pigs. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? All right. All right. Yeah. Now, I don't know what my camera was doing, but anyways, back to the question. True or false? Pigs are native to Hawaii and play an important role in the native forest ecosystem. And the answer is false. They were introduced by Polynesian and later Europeans and are destructive to the native ecosystem. I know that, yeah, they can make a massive destruction. All right. You guys are fighting over number one now. All right, let's change it up. Mm, let's go to we'll go to food. Why not? True or false? McDonald's India offers a McPaneer, which made sandwich made with cheese and spices. Oh, dyslexia, wake up. No, go to sleep. Maybe that'd be better. Hey, Jeff, you be nice now. Ain't nobody a loser here. True. We got true. We got true. We got true. We got true. I mean, false. No McDonald's in India. I feel like there's McDonald's everywhere now. But I could be wrong. We got true. Oh, it's that bag. Okay. And the answer is true. So apparently there must be McDonald's in India now. True or false, in Thailand, pizza sells a pizza with shrimp, crab sticks, and hot dog stuffed crust. Ooh, Dad's talking about cool. Sorry, I'm laughing at my dad. I bet it does. We got true. We got true. We got true. 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 False. Yeah, I don't think I would be eating it. True. I hear in Thailand their pizza is they've got very odd combinations on their pizza. Just from what I've heard. I want my ashes to be put in a party popper at my funeral for everyone to release me. That's a unique way of looking at that, Jay. I always tell my kids that when I die, cremate me, spread my ashes in some water because I'm good. Like, let me float away. You'll be going home with everybody. It's windy. I'm listening for Dad. And the answer is true. And it's popular. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. That would not be popular with me. Now, maybe shrimp and crab sticks with like an Alfredo sauce or something would be good. But not with hot dogs. Mm-mm. Mm. Oh, true or false? McDonald's Hong Kong offers a black and white bun burger. Uh, one for chicken and one for beef. Beef. Sorry, I cut off the F. Whoops. Yes, Nancy, I accidentally cut off the B. The F, I mean. Here's the real question. Uh, we got true, we got false, we got true, we got true, we got true, we got false, we got false. I have to figure out how to get these more separated. I'm still learning. Need to go adjust them. Wow. It sounds like my dad's going to bed early tonight. What is up with that? All right. Uh-oh. What was that? Oh, I know what that was. Brittany, let me tell you about your grandfather. Story time. So last night, my dad sits at the dining room table and plays his puzzles. And he has the dining room light on. And then he goes from there to the bedroom, turns on his light, and then he comes back out and turns off the dining room light because it gets so dark, which it's not even that dark out. So he didn't even have to do that tonight. But anyways, so he tells me last night that I need to go turn on his bedroom light every night so he does not have to walk from the living room to his bedroom, which is like 15 steps max, to then walk back to the dining room to shut off the light. And I said, no, Dad, you need to keep exercising and using your legs before you lose them. He wasn't happy with me. So, yeah, he's not very happy with me right now, but you know, it is what it is. Let's do this. Okay. I don't know. We'll see if that works. Is he afraid of falling? I think he is because he uses his walker more, but it's more he doesn't want to do the extra steps. Like he will take a stick. He has a stick laying on the table, so he doesn't have to walk an extra 2 steps. And he uses that to flip on and off the light because he doesn't want to take them extra steps. He says all the time that he can walk without using the walker, but he says that he doesn't need to hang on to anything. He just needs to touch something, but he full on holds on to things. He literally grabs like the wall as he's walking if he doesn't use his walker. You haven't seen the stick because that's his new thing. Yeah, he is doing a lot of things. So yeah, he just doesn't want to put effort into anything anymore. Because it's getting so hard for him to walk. But the thing is that the longer he sits, the less his muscles in his legs are getting used. And he just, he's going to deteriorate to the point where he'll be in a wheelchair. And then that's going to be very hard. He definitely will not be able to go out to dinners because I won't be able to pick him up. I won't be able to get him in and out of a car. And I will not be able to get him in and out of his car, and his car is not set up. So it's sad because this man used to. Oh no. This camera. What are you doing? There we go. We're back in business again. Can't move my left leg and I'm starting to lose my right leg. I am in a wheelchair bound and definitely sucks at times. I understand. I mean, I don't know what happened to you, Jay, but I mean, my dad used to walk 18 holes of golf. And I get it that he's getting older, but if, we had him in physical therapy and he was doing better, but then he decided he didn't want to do physical therapy, and it was taking me an hour to get him to leave the house to go to physical therapy. So we just quit. And since then, oh, I am so sorry, Jay. But yeah, he just, it's sad because he could be further along. He could be living a better life if he would just do the things that he needs to do. But you can't tell him anything. Install push button light switch and buy him a Nerf gun. No, he would probably use that Nerf gun on me. Two-stroke wheelchair would be awesome. And my dad has fallen since I've been here taking care of him. And I did pick him up and put him on a chair, but it ain't no way I could do that. Long periods, So, I don't know. Did we answer this one? I got so distracted. Mm. Yeah, my dad is 6 foot and he's 6 foot tall. He's probably not quite 6 foot now, but pretty much 6 foot tall, and he's 175 pounds. And he eats like a horse. He was 6 until he lost his hair. Yeah. Brittany, your grandfather has been bald for a very long time. I think shortly after he got out of the military, out of the army, he was losing his hair. So, but then again, you have 5 daughters, you're going to lose your hair. So, there's that too. All right. So, back to the trivia question. True or false, McDonald's Hong Kong offers a black and white bun, one for chicken and one for beef. Well, that's because He was losing his hair before I was born. True is the answer. If you have 5 daughters, 4 of like what my sisters are like, yeah. Um, yeah, my dad has quite the ego. So I don't know that it's he forgets. He legitimately tells me he can still drive. And there's been many of times where he's told me to go, and there was like a semi coming at us. I'm like, oh no, we are not going. He goes, well, I could have made that. No, 18 wheelers have no brakes within a car length. You're not stopping on a dime. No. Um yeah, he I think after his fall, I think he's realized how serious it is because I told him if he were to fall again, I'd have to call 911. And I think that did scare him a little bit. So he is using his walker more. Um, until he gets this idea that he thinks he can impress a pretty woman. And then he tries to walk without it. So there's all that. The man ain't dead. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. When we first took my dad's car keys away, he demanded his car's keys back. So I was going out to his car and I was pulling fuses so he wouldn't drive because his doctor told him he couldn't drive. Physical therapy told him he couldn't drive. His wife told him. I told him. But he did not care. He wanted to drive. So I pulled fuses that would make his car not start. And then that got to be more complicated. So then um oh my gosh. That is crazy. So then I started taking the battery out of the key fob so it wouldn't work. So then he would get mad about that. And so I told him that I had to take it down to the dealer and get it fixed. And so the dealer came up with a bill of receipt stating that it was um 6 months out because of everything was on back order. And it was gonna be like $400. He still wanted to order it, but it's still on back order. Oops. Oh, good. Good. Good, Jody. That is awesome. It's good that you can communicate with all of the family members. I know there's one that you really can't communicate with, but at least most of them are backing you, which is great. So, anyways, yeah. Unfortunately, none of my sisters will back me, and none of my sisters will help me. They are gunning for me. So, Jody, my neighbor stole my car back over the mailbox and got stuck. Bless her heart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, Nancy. Now, Nancy, you're at your mom's house, right? Helping your mom out. I installed a dead battery and also would unplug the ignition coil. Yeah, unfortunately, his car is a 2022, so it is very um complicated to get to anything. So, yeah. So I would just pull some fuses and he would come out and try to check on what I was doing out in the garage. That's why I had to stop doing that because it got really complicated. But yeah, so it's crazy. But she was autistic. Oh, wow. All right, Dad's going to bed. It's good we can laugh about this stuff, but it's crazy when you're going through it. Oh gosh. Let me tell you what. I When I was going through it really thick with my sisters and my dad, I was ready to pack up my van and just get the heck out of here. Like, I remember calling a friend and I'm like, I'm done. Nope, I can't do this. I'm done. I'm out. Like, boom, I'm out. Like, I'm packing my stuff. I'm out. Because I was the only one sitting here doing the right thing, and all my sisters were maliciously attacking me. And I mean, just nasty to me. And I mean, they were calling the cops on me. It was horrible. And it was like, y'all ain't even seen them in 2 years, and y'all now are attacking me? Like, really? I, I'm confused. But yeah, now that I've blocked all their numbers, I'm good. I'm good. I'm like done. Like, I can laugh about it now, but yeah. And the thing is that no one trains you for this stuff when you start doing this stuff. Nobody tells you what you're getting into. It's like unforeseen dark hole. Nobody talks about it. And all the crazy laws and the cops coming and adult protective services and like nope, nope, it's crazy. Or what you can and can't do. Sorry that happened, Susie. Dark hole for sure. Yeah. Jody, I know you're going through it thicker than I am. I mean, you got more stories than I do, and that I've said a million times, you are a saint. Like, I could not be doing what you're doing. So you've got it far worse than I do. And you, by any means, you know my number. You call me anytime. But I know you're going through it thick. then you have it. Um, I don't know how you are staying as sane as you are for what you are going through. Um, but you're always welcomed on my channel. You're always welcome to talk. You're always welcome to ring me, text me, whatever. I'll figure out something to say funny and make you laugh. Um, yeah, that's got to be hard, Ray. I trying to work in this business and take care of him. I I don't think I could leave the house, but my dad is in the situation where he can't get help unless he pays for it. But so we can't get anybody to come out to the house unless he pays for it, but he doesn't think he needs anybody. Oh my gosh. Yes. 100%. So agree with you. But my sisters, they don't spend no time with him. And even when they do, they come out here, put his puzzle together, and talk about their problems. They don't listen to him. They don't talk to him. They don't, no, nothing. So, but yeah, I mean, and I have, in Jay, I don't, you know, with your dad, that son and dad relationship, I don't know how that works, but with my dad, he is the type of man that says that women can't drive, women can't do this, women can't do this. And if a woman has got a business, it's because her husband supported her, or her husband's got the money, or, and all this crap. And, you know, he tries to trump me all the time, telling me I'm a woman, I don't know what I'm talking about. Or when I first started driving him around, it was another woman driver. Women just don't know how to drive. And I'd be like, well, you better stop it because I'm driving you. And oh yeah. Um I totally, for sure, Jay. It is. It is. Yes. You got to keep them calm, got to keep them safe, and then you keep calm. It's a hard balance. Yeah, 100%. Um, um, yeah, so I know that a lot, and I grew up with this mentality with him, so I knew that. The funny thing is that he never allowed me to be around cars. I grew up, I became a mechanic. I worked on all of his cars. I'm like, how ironic is this? But anyways, it was a funny little twist back then. But I so finally, like through different things, like I try to write checks for him and I'm trying to do this stuff. And so there's always this power struggle because it's he's the dad, he's the man, he's this. And it's like, hmm. So that is one thing that I'm still struggling with. And like the other day, he wanted to go upstairs. And I'm thinking, you're almost falling here, walking no stairs. And yet you want to go up 3 stairs in a restaurant. You want to fall on your face in front of everybody? Be my guest. But so yeah, I there's a lot of power struggles when it comes to that. And I do need to the thing is that even though he has Alzheimer's, he's still got some brains. So every time I try to not reason with him because you can't reason with an Alzheimer's, but every time I try to show that, then it's like, uh, it always backfires on me. Oh, no, I would not try to catch my dad. He's 175 pounds and he's 6 foot tall. I mean, I'm close to his weight, but I'm only 5 foot. So 5'2". It no. I know not to break his fall because I'm not destroying my body for him. No. And I know that kind of probably sounds rough and mean, but I got to take care of myself. And if he's not going to respect me or respect himself, then, you know, mom complains that there is a day her brain shuts off and says it's miserable. Oh, now my dad just recently started talking about he just doesn't feel right. And he just says, I don't know, it's just not myself. And so I've been trying to, because I don't say Alzheimer's, he'll wig out. But I just try to say, well, you're just having an off day, Dad. Everybody has that. Don't worry about it. Just rest up. Tomorrow will be fine. You know, yes, there are many phases of it, and each person progresses differently. Yes. And I think my dad has been early onset dementia now that I look back at it for like 2 or 3 years. I didn't know that because he is a great actor. Like I think it was Jay. Jay, were you the one that was talking about your mom acts like she's sick to her stomach or got a stomach ache if she doesn't want to do something? That's my dad. And he's legit on stuff. He can be dramatic. Wonder if you would. Yeah, my dad's a food motivator too. Well, I take that back. It really depends because, like, for dinner, oh my gosh, dinner is a nightmare. So he has to go out because home cooked food is a snack, not edible. But he will sit there at his puzzle. He's like honed in on his puzzle. Yep, this one goes here. Yep, this one goes here. I'm like, Dad, do you want to go out to dinner? Okay, if you don't want to go out to dinner, I'll go make some food. You can stay here and work on your puzzle. No problem. No, 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 no. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. We'll go out. Nope. Where are we going? Nope. I'm going. I'm ready. Let's go. Okay. Well, I don't care, Dad, what restaurant you want to eat at because he's so picky. I'll be like, you want to go to this one? No, I don't want to go to this one. You want to go to this one? Nah, we were there yesterday. I'm sick of this one. Okay, then. Which one do you want to go to? I wrote down every restaurant that he liked. I'm like, pick one. And then it's like 30 minutes goes by. Finally, we get one picked. And he's back at the puzzle, still in and out. I come in here, I do some more things, I go back out there, and I'm like, Dad, if we're not leaving by 5 o'clock, I'm cooking dinner. Like, I don't know. No, we're ready. 4:59. He finally gets up and goes. And I'm like, you were doing this all along. Like, One day I called his bluff and I just started cooking. And he goes, I don't eat that. I said, you eat that every time we stayed home with Mom. Don't tell me that. But he was mad. So now he gets right up and he gets going. But it's like, you're the one that wants to go out. Why are you making it an hour struggle to go out? I'm like, oh. I was like, Mom, yeah. You know, and it makes me so sick of food. Like, I don't want to, I'm to the point where I don't even want to see a restaurant anymore. Oh, I can't wait to be able just to cook my own food when I want to eat again. But that sounds horrible, but I mean, I know that he's going to pass away eventually. I don't want it to happen. But he's going to be 87 next month. I mean, and the reality is what it is. But yeah, I think once he's gone, I probably won't see inside of a restaurant for like a couple months. Oh, yeah. I think you are a saint. I know I'm so sick of food too. My mom is obsessed with food. My mom is afraid of Alzheimer's, but she's frightened of having a stroke. Oh, wow. My dad couldn't make up a decision as to where or what he wanted to order. My mom used to do all that for him. Oh, yeah. I do all, we get to the restaurant, I order all the food for him. I know exactly what he's going to eat. It's either going to be, I know it's going to be either chicken strips or turkey dinner. That is exactly exactly the only two foods he eats. So every time I look at a restaurant, if we go somewhere new, which is hardly ever, I look for either chicken strips or turkey dinner, and I order it. Sometimes I'll give him a decision of French fries or coleslaw if they have that option, but other than that, um, it's I know exactly what he orders. My mom used to do that all the time, but yeah, and I'm so grateful that I spent the first year here when my mom was alive because I followed my mom's lead. I watched her doing some of this stuff. That's how I got so familiar with how much early onset Alzheimer's he was going through. So me and her did a lot of conversations. We backed each other up. She had my back, I had her back. Like we were working out systems together. Um Gosh, I miss my mom so much. But I'm just grateful that I got that year before she passed. She taught me a lot how to deal with dad. Anyways, let me know if I should get him another card with pictures or something for his birthday. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't really look at them. Like they're sitting on the counter, but it definitely, yeah, I don't do what you want, Brittany. I don't know if it's beneficial or not. So we pretty much only got one place. My brother's friend owned it, and we convinced him we would go there to help the owners out. You gotta make it easy on yourself while with using white lies. Um just don't get caught. Yeah, that's the problem. Is that I try to do these little white lies, but then he's caught me a couple times. Like when I was pulling the fuses, he almost caught me like 3 different times. So I decided um to get out of that one. And then that's when I went to the key fob. Um yeah, I have tried I have I started trying to tell my dad everything, but then he would get it confused. And yeah, it was crazy. And that's the other thing. I do now avoid a lot of his questions. Like he'll say something like, "Oh, I think I can drive today. How about I drive today?" And I just get in the driver's seat. I don't even like I didn't hear nothing. So, Suzy, your story is so similar to ours. Mom knew way before us. Well, yeah, mom, I mean, I was at every doctor's appointment with my dad for the last 3 years. So I was in the medical already, but I wasn't 24 hours with my dad. And I knew my dad was slipping, but I didn't know it was Alzheimer's. I just thought he was getting older. I mean, shoot, there's times I walk in a freaking another room and I forget what I go in there for. well, I don't have Alzheimer's. I just have ADHD, you know? But so I just correlated it with that. But my mom, she had taken care of her mother and her brother and her grandmother. And so she had already been through this several times. So she knew, but I just like, no, dad's like doing puzzles and he's still driving and he hasn't gotten lost and he hasn't gotten any tickets. You know, he's, I'm doing fine. I don't know. And then when I started staying out in my van and staying here more, like when he called me my biological mother's name and legitimately was telling me how he met my parents, I went, what? How you met my parent? You are my parent. Like, I was like, okay, yeah. And I haven't seen my mom in 9 years. And I don't even know if she's still um alive. And I don't care because she wasn't really a mother to me. She was a womb donor. But yeah, don't you call me my mother's name and don't you talk like how you met my parents. Like, no, because I don't look anything like my mom. So it was definitely um, a hard reality for me to realize that my dad had been slipping and I wasn't paying attention enough. So, um, but yeah, uh, I am very grateful for my mom that just passed away and the amount of work and the care that she took care of my dad prior to her passing was amazing. And she's got two beautiful, wonderful daughters that I am so grateful that I get to still talk to and hang out with and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, they've been such a blessing to me. So I'm glad for that. Um but yeah, it was really odd for me to figure that out with my dad. Sorry, Jeff, if we're boring you, but this is life and it is what it is. Sometimes we get derailed on food, sometimes it's about parents, sometimes it's about animals, how people make things happen. I don't know. But yeah, so sounds like dad went to bed, so all is good. And Alzheimer's Association has a lot of resources for caregivers, but I know we all have the extra difficulty days. Yes. It's kind of nice chatting with others going through the same thing. Exactly, Jody. And the, that is 100% why I wanted to start doing these live streams because I want to know my community. I don't want the small talk. I want the real community. I want to know if you're going through something. Jay was talking about his sores and about his issues. I do not know anything about wheelchair. I have never been in a wheelchair. I I learned from other content creators about wheelchair stuff. I've never cared for anybody with a wheelchair stuff, but it doesn't mean that I don't care. It is a way for me to learn. It is a way for me to get to know Jay. It is a way to know about things. And, you know, my family is trying to rob mom blind in the depth of her bank account. Family can be shitty. Uh, Jay, I understand that. And if it were up to my sisters, some of that would be going on. But I am so dang honest. I have documented every check I write that he signs. Not only do they have a copy on his bank statement, I have a copy of it. It's in his checkbook. He reads the bill, like everything is legit. Like I do everything so above and beyond to have everything legal upfront. Yeah. But Jody can relate to you, Jay. So she knows. But I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to let her talk about that. But you know, I don't have to deal with that side because I'm in the house and I'm the closest one to him. Thankfully, he sort of trusts me in that way. But I yeah, I mean, I know that when he passes, they are going to be venging for me. I know it. But everything is above board. Everything I have done. I don't push any envelopes when it comes to that stuff. But people are nasty. 100% nasty. So I totally understand that. But going back to this is why I wanted to do live streams. I want to know what my community is going through so that I can pray for you guys, so I can listen to you guys, so I can be in your corner. And, you know, life is hard. And if we can come together like tonight, talk it out, be communicative. Oh, I'm going through this. You're going through this. Oh my God, we're not alone. That helps. And it makes this world a little bit kinder. I got my mom a state appointed attorney and retained one for her family's stupidity. We made wills out and took care of all that. Oh, that's awesome. But also, too, make sure you check in your own state because probate will, I think here in Michigan, if you have a will, it still has to go through probate unless it's a trust. Then it doesn't have to go through court, I think. I am no legal advice, but check your own state out for that. Mom's sister Judy moved in with her. I made sure everything is left to her. Yes, living will is an awesome idea. Yeah. Well, all of whatever money is left, I have to divide all the money up equally between me and my 4 sisters. So they all get a cut. Love it. But yeah. And I have to hand it over to them for all the crap that they've attacked me, the crap they've said behind my back, all the stuff they've said to me, all the nasty voicemails they've left to me. I get to hand them a check for it. Gotta love it. But that's his wishes, so I'll do it. Not that I want to, but I will, because I'm honest. It burns a couple times, but it's just money. Well, that's awesome, Jay. That's awesome that you could do that. But my dad has set it in stone, and he's very adamant about that. They've treated him like crap. They've called and left nasty voicemails on his answering machine, told him to go to hell. And I'm like, why would you leave them money? But whatever. We went to elderly care lawyer. That is a lot of what can be done in case they end up in a facility. It's so much stuff to go through all at once. Yeah. it, there is so much to go through. And honestly, I don't know if this is terrible to say or not, but if he ends up in a facility and all that money goes to a facility, none of it goes to my sisters. Yeah, I'll be out too, but oh well. I, you know, it is what it is. It's his money. So not that the facility is going to use all that money to take care of him. I know that that's a big scam, but I don't know. I don't want to think about that kind of stuff right now, but yeah. Um yeah. Yeah, the stories I could tell you about my sisters is um but yeah, my one sister got 90% of my dad's house when he sold it. Took a lot of stuff. But dad gave her most of it, but she was there to load up the car. And then afterwards wanted me to talk to my dad and have him not sell the house so he could restore put all new stuff in it for her. Yeah. Yeah, after exactly, we all felt the same way. It was his, and as long as he was being taken care of. Sorry if you want to go back to trivia. Holler, I am good right here. This this has helped me out. I'm sure that you guys are benefiting from this. It is all good. There is no set rule on my trivia other than no politics and no harassing each other. So you're all good, Holler. I've been through a lot with this situation. I mean, the day that I buried my mom, two of my sisters attacked me mentally, vo- uh, vo- uh, not mentally, by words. And I have already forgiven them for everything they've done, and I've moved on. I'm setting a lot of things in place to protect myself. Like I have blocked them on my phone. I have verbally, thank you, Brittany, verbally attacked me. Couldn't think of the word. But yeah. And so yeah, and they did, one of them did it right in front of my dad and blames me for it. So, okay. But that's okay. They have to live with their choices, and um it is what it is. But I will never become friends with them. I will not have anything to do with them. They're they are who they are, and I am who I am. But we can harass Jay all we want. Jay is free game. Ah. Oh yeah. Um yeah, and my one sister knows that the other sister got so much stuff and still is cool with her. So I'm like, you do you. Amanda one. Oh, anyways, so yeah, I I don't know. My family dynamics is it could be all on Jerry Springer shows, that's for sure. It is crazy, the dynamics, but it is what it is. Um, but yeah, you know, it's just crazy taking care of your elderly parent. I never, ever would have suspected that I would be sitting here taking care of my dad. I seriously never would have seen him give up like he's given up. This man golfed 7 days a week, bowled 3 days. So he would golf in the morning, bowl in the afternoon, and go out ballroom dancing Friday, Saturday. He would travel. He won um, he would win trophies for like polka dancing and like all kinds of stuff. And to see him like this is crazy for me. Um, but what can you do? You know? And I do think the puzzles help him keep the dementia at bay, if that makes sense. So I'm grateful that he is doing the puzzles. But yeah, it's it's crazy to see this. Oh, there we go. Polka? Oh yeah. It's fun. Um He's the one my dad is actually the one that got me into ballroom dancing. And then when his other wife passed away, I conned him into going out ballroom dancing with me, being a partner, so that we could I could learn how to do lots of ballroom dancing. And I fell in love with it. She is up to 8-letter words now. Wow. That's awesome. I can't do Scrabble. No. I'm I'm like word search. Like, let me find the words with the words already spelled. Like, I can't. No. I can't. I have dyslexia. No. Oh, but yeah. So, anyways, and that's the thing. I think as long as he's got at least the puzzles, I think that will keep him going. I just wish he would get up from the table a little bit more to be a little bit more active. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he used to do 1,000 piece puzzles. Now he's down to 500. He does 750s and 500s. So, but yeah, it's really good for his brain, at least. Not so good physically, but you got to let them know that you are there for them and not allowing them to go to a nursing home. Yeah, well, that's my whole thing. Like, I am trying so hard to keep him out of a nursing home. That's why I don't want him to fall. But I um my mom's daughters had one of them here, and I'm like, "Dad, why don't you put this under the table, and you could be doing this while you're doing the puzzle, you know? Double duty." Nope. Nope. You all are able to help each other out. and tour parents. It's a lot of work. Yeah. It's good. Give him purpose. Anything to keep him mostly important, safe, and calm. Yeah. And I'm trying different things, and sometimes something works one day and something doesn't work another day. It's like, "Oh, I think I got this figured out. This is working. Let's keep this going." And the next day, now it's not working. So, it's trial and error every day. I never know what I'm waking up to. So, um yes, Jeff, it is definitely great. It sounds weird, but it's great knowing that I'm not the only one going through it. But I know there's a lot of people going through it. When I went down to the post office here, uh, trying to help with the mailbox that got frozen and then wouldn't open. That lady that was at the mail office, she was going through it. Her mom was like on hospice, and like in-laws were calling the cops on her, and yeah, it was crazy. Night, y'all. I gotta get back to my cage. All right, Jeff. Good night. Good night, Tammy. Thank you both for being here. Exactly. And I used to make him believe that he made the choice, not me telling him. Yeah. And I try to do that. I'm trying to, a lot of times, like, I try to get him to make the decision, like, I guide him to it. But then it's like he has to make the decision, even though it's already made. But, thank you, Tammy. Good night. Thanks for being here. So appreciate you guys. But yeah, it is definitely an art to do that. That is for sure. Um, but yeah, I'm learning the different things. But it's definitely on job training. So, well, guys, it is 10:30. God knows Dad's gonna be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So I should probably hop off here. And I appreciate all of you guys being here. I do have a video coming out Saturday at 5 p.m. So make sure you're looking for that. And I hope you all have a good weekend and be safe at whatever you plan on doing. And keep plugging away at taking care of our parents. Thank you all for being here. And anytime you want to binge talk about it, I'm good with that. So have a good night. We'll talk to you again on Tuesday and see you in the comments for Saturday. Bye.